No other question has haunted humanity more than this one. Is there a meaning to life? Now, if there is, it would depend upon at least these two things: a personal God who exists apart from this universe, and a divine moral law by which this same God will judge all human behavior from. In order for something to have meaning, it first has to have a purpose. So going right back to the beginning of time, was a universe created for a purpose by God with humanity in mind? Or is there simply no God, and we live in a universe that came into being without a purpose, simply by pure chance? Now, if that's the case, then human existence is also purely accidental, and likewise without meaning or purpose. Now, it's interesting to watch how the new atheists handle all of this. On the one hand, they mock religion for claiming that humanity is somehow special in this universe. But then on the other hand, they claim that, well, we are special. Special because as far as we can tell, only planet Earth harbors life. And so oddly enough, the new atheists have become the new moralists, who see themselves on a crusade to make the world a better place, to relieve suffering, to fight injustice, to end war, and to save the environment. But by dismissing God, they've opened a Pandora's box. For in a universe without God, what even makes those things moral imperatives? What difference would it make if we live in peace with one another or annihilate ourselves through a nuclear conflict? For scientists state that over 99% of all living things that have ever existed on this planet have now gone extinct. And has their demise affected the universe in any way? Does the universe even notice that they're missing? And whether by our own hands or from something else, the human race will eventually become just another part of that statistic. And will the universe even notice that we're gone? The universe won't notice because the universe doesn't need us. In fact, if the human race had never even existed, it would have made no difference to the universe. Now, as self-aware beings, we may want to shake our fists at the universe and scream, we do matter, we do have significance. But without a personal God to hear us, all there is a deafening silence. Simply put, on a cosmological scale of significance, even if you were to add up all the people alive today with all of those who have ever lived in the past, with all of those who will live in the future, the answer is still zero. Now, you won't be able to tell because of all this brushing here, but I'm standing in the midst of an old cheese factory that's just behind my house. And as I've walked through here many times, I've often envisioned the men who would have spent most of their lives within the confines of these walls. But now those men, and whatever they held dear, have long since passed away. And eventually what remains of this cheese factory will also perish, just as it is the fate of the Great Pyramids of Egypt or any other evidence of human existence. Even the universe itself will eventually fade away. So if there's to be any hope of finding any meaning or significance to our lives, then it will not come from within this universe. It would have to come from beyond it. Now, of course, this doesn't prove that there is a God, but what it does prove is that without his existence, there can be no meaning or significance to our own. Now, in part 2, we're going to be exploring the need for a divine moral law. And to make sure that you don't miss that episode or any other episodes, why not click on the subscribe button? And if you're watching this video because a Facebook friend has shared it, why not also share it with others? And as always, thanks for watching and keep searching.